Dumelang, Molweni. Hello, everybody. I am Zawadi The Art, and I welcome you to a revolution in motion. I believe that the revolution started before I was born, and with every step that I took on this planet, I moved closer and closer to reclaiming and continuing what was started before me. So I will say the revolution is living through this body. It will breathe and lead in this body and continue what my ancestors put forth for me. Who am I? I am Zawadi. Legal names Mpho Masheho. Zawadi The Art is my stage name and my rebirth name. I intend to deliver the art, to live within art, and to become the art. So I'm a visual artist. I'm a visual artist, self-taught. I am a writer. I am a poet. I love nature. I love nature so much. I'm obsessed with birds. And as you can see, I have a feather. I have like a collection of feathers, and the more that I get to see them and have them on me, I feel like the closer I am to reaching the sky and flying, because I have this desire of flying. I'll get to it someday. I will definitely get to it soon. But yeah, I am just an art lover, nature lover. I am a very sensitive person. And also, I am in recovery from depression. Um, in recovery, this pilot of this project, A Revolution in Motion, it's one of the ways that I get to recover from depression, and not just depression, but recover from colonialism, recover from the trauma that the skin has suffered even before me, because I can feel the pains of people that lived before me, even though I didn't know them, but I could feel them in the skin and in this body. So this is the way for me to say I want to heal, and this is how I see healing. This is how healing can be manifested through this journey. So I certainly hope that you will join in as time goes by. I have like plans for it for like 5 years running. I believe that this is not just a do this today and then we are good tomorrow. No, what I know about healing is that it takes time, and for me to heal from a system that has been going on for years and years, it will definitely take me even more years to fully recover. But this is my way of saying healing is here, and healing is closer than before, and I'm working in it intentionally. So why a revolution in motion? I feel like we have been lied to as Black people, as Africans. We have been lied to for so many years, and the fact that now we are called consumers, and for me, I feel like that's a lie, because I think we are being consumed than we are consumers. Because firstly, we are being consumed spiritually by the religion that we practice. We are practicing an Abrahamic religion, which contributes nothing towards our African skin, our African history, lineage. It's contributing nothing. But we are busy building the legacy of an Abrahamic religion and Abrahamic God. And on top of that, we wake up every morning to go to work, building legacies of white people. And when we are done working, when we get that money, We will go to the same stores that white people own, and we buy these things, and nothing is contributed towards us, towards our legacies, towards our history, towards our root. So I feel like we are being consumed, we are not consumers. And that is one thing that has made me so upset, because when you look around, majority of us have nothing that we produce ourselves. Like from your toothpaste, from Snave, this is something that we use, like it has an ancestral link, but then it's not even produced or originates here in South Africa, or the business that owns this Snave is not even owned by black people. So it's like literally everything that we use, everything that we need is outside of us. We cannot produce that. We have no control of that. And that's a problem for me. That is a problem, because how? First and foremost, how? How did we get here? How did we get to a point where we have built legacies of other people, but we have nothing of our own? Even when you say you're gonna leave your job today, you're gonna stress about what you're going to eat, how are you gonna make a living, because you don't have anything. Even the living that you're making, you're doing that for another person, not for you. And I feel like this whole trope of saying we have to do better for the next generation, our parents said that. Literally, I'm the generation where my parents said this child will see better. And now when I say the same thing that they said, and I say I will bring a child so that things will be better, no, I don't see that. It's like a cycle. We need to stop that. We need to stop that. The fact that we need to bring kids into this world and say you will figure out how things will be. No, 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 no. We have done that before. We have done that before. Right now, we need to see the revolution. Right now, we need to see the change and the freedom that has been spoken of. And I felt like we need to demand that. We need to demand that, because for some reason, I feel like we've been in some deep slumber, like some deep sleep. Because how do we collectively not have control of our lives, of our spirit? And it's okay. That's how we've been living. That's a problem for me. And that is a serious problem. Honestly, it is. So on to recovery mode. Some of the things that I will outline. I will mention firstly the calendar. Um, we have been using a Gregorian calendar with a new year starting on the 1st of Jan. And for Africans, dark skinned black people, we celebrate our new year, originally celebrate our new year in September 23rd, and not the January 1st that we've been celebrating. And also looking at how when we celebrate Christmas, it's mostly about the winters and stuff, because that's what's been celebrated in the northern hemisphere. And with us in the southern hemisphere, we'll be deep within summer. We will be feeling the sun, because that's when the sun is like the hottest. So we should be celebrating the summer solstice. We should be having festivals, like enjoying the fruits that nature has given us on that time and that period. But we will be busy celebrating our Santa Clauses and dreaming about snow that is not even close to us at that point. So it's like we've been misaligned as a people. We've been heavily misaligned, and the calendar is one thing that, like, it keeps me awake at night, because I'm based in South Africa, and the world map was turned upside down. How we use it now is upside down. So what we know as the northern hemisphere is actually the southern, and the southern is the northern. So it's like there's a switch that happened. And as people that are living and breathing in this land, we are kind of just misaligned from it, because now we are in South Africa. This is a country that was named South Africa, and the South is actually the North. So now it's like when we keep on calling ourselves South Africans, we are South Africans, we are in South Africa, but then your skin is clogging otherwise, your skin and everything else, and this land is somehow in a different direction than what you are leading with. It's like you're completely out of touch. We are completely out of touch. We've been out of touch for so long, for so long. And that's also what makes me upset, because it's like we are here on this land, but we're not connecting to the land. We are not attached to the land. We are not communicating with this land as purely as we should be, because there's a disconnect, and that needs to be fixed. That is something that we need to change. Honestly, it definitely needs to change. So for me, I've been celebrating my New Year's in September. I'm on my fourth month of the year. So I'll be celebrating the new year again in September. This will be my third new year celebrating it. And I also want to go to Inzalo Yelanga. This is where the sun was birthed. Like, this is where the sun was birthed. And the fact that there is that place, Inzalo Yelanga, this is the calendar. And they have named it the Adam's calendar. Like, I don't even want to talk about that part. The fact that all of these natural sites where there's like vortexes of energy and so much knowledge for us as Black people to know, but we don't know about it, and it's erased. When they name it the Adam's calendar, they're saying that Adam originates in Africa, and the original name is Inzalo Yelanga, the birthplace of the sun in Mpumalanga, but we don't know this knowledge. Not a lot of us know it. The history books are not teaching this. Why? This is knowledge that we should know. Every single South African should know Inzalo Yelanga. They should step there. Every single African should step there and feel the energy and the presence and actually connect with the place. But we don't. Why? Because it has been intentionally erased from us in the history books, but we will get to it. We will definitely reclaim it, because now it's a point where we are awakening as a people. We are awakening, and there's a grand awakening that is happening, and it actually makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to see people awakening to themselves, because we've been lied to for so long. We've been lied to for so long. There's so much pain in our skin, and that pain, it's up to us to heal it, because no one else will do it. Like, literally, the same person who inflicted us with the pain will not give us the remedy for it. They won't. They can't even begin to heal us, because all they know is how to destroy us. That is all they've known. And we can't even expect them to say, give us the healing we need. They can't even decipher what healing is. All they know is how to hurt us and how to hate us. And they build a system that makes sure that we feel this hatred. Like the system that we live in, we are always like, yeah. So like I said, this revolution in motion is my road to recovery. And to recover, I have been on the fourth month of the year. Um, so, like I said, I've been celebrating the new year from September, and this is my fourth month. This is rising season. So, the season is about being yourself, and most importantly, making sure that the spiritual and the physical align. Um, and for me personally, it's just rising to the throne and rising to my power, actually. Um, so the rising season is part of the themes that go throughout the year. Quarterly themes, I have quarterly themes every year, and this one is the second theme for the year. The first theme was transformation period. It was spread across 3 months. Each theme is spread across 3 months. So it's the energy that is flowing into the theme. I thought that having a theme for a month or 2 months is not enough. So 3 months, it's more of a balance because your body is able to fully capsulate that energy and fully process it and be in it, and to just let it flow. So yeah, this is my rising season. And also it's the season to like own up to your power. More than anything, I say go for your spirit, protect your spirit, protect your soul. You are your weapon. You are your greatest weapon. And you shouldn't let anyone use you against you. So it's like your power, your will, your being is so strong. So just pay attention to that, feed that, be that, own it, own it more than anything. So this rising season is about that, like owning one's power and also making sure that the physical is as aligned as the spiritual, because there has been disconnect, you know. Um, for the past 2 years, I remember there was a point where I had these dreams, like a couple of months where there were like dreams back to back of a life that I desired, a life that I desperately wanted to live. And I could live that in my dreams, I could see it. But physically it wasn't happening. Like I was not even feeling an inch of that greatness. And I was mad, I was pissed. I was like, okay, I see all of these beautiful things, but when am I living them? When am I in them? Like I want to live them, I want to be that. And it took a good 2 years. Took a good 2 years for me to reach that state, and this is where I'm at the moment. And I could see um, all of those things that I wanted to live, that feeling that I was chasing, that feeling I was craving, deeply craving, has finally arrived. The warmth that I needed, the sun has been my medicine. More than anything, the sun has been my medicine. Just sitting in the sun, absorbing the energy and just the feeding. Like my body needs the sun. It feeds on that. It's food for the soul and for the spirit. um, and honestly, the heat, I am loving it so much. I am loving the heat. Honestly, this is the best thing. So I think that's also one thing about the rising season, the fact that the sun is also rising. The sun has risen. The sun is beaming at its most greatness. And honestly, I am happy. Honestly, I am happy. So happy to be in this moment, and I am so happy to just be absorbing it. So besides the sun, I will also be working on my other projects, and it's also exciting because this is the projects that kept me out of the depression. They also kind of made me depressed, but with art, I see it as a form of cleansing. So art cleanses me out of my sadness, it cleanses me out of the heaviness, and just cleanses me out of the chaos and everything else. That's how I was able to move my way out of the heaviness, out of the sadness. And till today, we're still continuing to move out of that because there's still so much work to do. And on a communal level, because now there are things that I felt personally, and there are things that we also share. And now, with that sharing, yes, I might have gone through them personally, but now I have to go through them as a collective, so that when the healing happens, it happens in sync, so that there's no one that is being left behind. And that is what I'm trying to do with my art, to heal through art, and to fully just look at the pains and the wounds that we carry as a people, and we find ways to heal. We intentionally make ways and solutions to heal and change the patterns in behavior, change the cycles. We want to stop these cycles of abuse. We want to stop cycles of suffrage and servitude. Honestly, I just dream of a world where there is no restrictions, there is no fear for a Black person, and especially for Black women and Black queer women and Black queer people, where there's no fear for us, where we wake up and you can be anything that you want to be in this world, and there won't be an objection, and there won't be someone dimming your light or wanting to dim your light. So that is what I hope for the future, and not just hoping, but making sure that I do something on this planet to make sure that my wishes come true. Make sure that people can feel the freedom, people can be free and live in that. And the greatest thing is to be yourself, more than anything, to be yourself, to own your truth, to be in your truth. And from there, everything is all right. Everything is all right. And also just co-creating with the universe. For some time, due to religions that we practice, we are made to believe that someone else makes the day and someone else makes your life happen. There's someone else in control, but you are in control. Like, you co-create your life, you co-create the day. You wake up and you say, this is what I'm putting into this day, and this is how it's going to be. So you pour yourself out into your day and you make your day with the universe. You co-create your life and yourself. So it is a journey. This road is long, but I'm not in a hurry. I am so patient, I am so chilled, and also just taking it at my own pace. And like I said, the quarterly themes will be the guiding tools towards the goals that I have, the healing, and the making sure that this revolution is actually met and seen. We need to feel the freedom. We've been chanting freedom songs. Now we need to live in it. It's no longer about the scripts. It's not scripted. We need to live it, and that's it. We need to live it, and that is the goal. So yeah, till next time. But before then, the mission is to rise. The mission is definitely to rise, to own one's power, to rise to one's throne, and to just be, like, fully be yourself, in truth, in clarity, and in joy. Also, happy healing. Happy healing, Africa. Happy healing, Kemet. Happy healing.